How many discounts does USAA Auto Insurance offer? Too many to say here. Multi-vehicle discount, safe driver discount, new vehicle discount, storage discount, legacy.
How many discounts will you stack up? Visit USAA.com/auto discounts. Restrictions apply.
Brooks Running reminds us that we're all powered by something. Whether it's the me-time energy of a run after a day at the office, the electrifying energy of your first marathon, or the infectious energy of a group run with your friends. No matter what energy powers you, Brooks has gear specifically designed to unleash it. So lace up and let it out. Let's run there. Visit brooksrunning.com today to learn more.
Vitamin Water Zero Sugar has great taste, zero BS, and obviously zero sugar. For those with zero room in their calendar, zero patience for slow walkers, those who get 0 hours of sleep on a Saturday night, have zero filter, zero given, and zero interest in grabbing a plain, boring water. Grab a delicious Vitamin Water Zero Sugar today.
Hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast, here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra, a superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course, because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, this is Tony Ruggiero here on the Tour Coach. If you're looking to get better at coaching, teaching, or playing the game of golf, you're in the right spot. I'm about to take you behind the scenes, inside the ropes, with all of the people I meet on my journey in the game of golf that are here to shed some experiences and shed some information that's going to help your journey improve and get better. Get ready. Let's go. Let's get better.
All right, sitting with me, Alex Clapp. Always appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me, as always.
Yep, we'll throw back every time I get to be with you, but seriously, thank you for answering all my questions and also being a bit of an inspiration for what you do on social media, online stuff. Years ago, I used to knock it, and I believe that was just an excuse for me not putting in the effort, and you have done a great job with that, so kudos.
Appreciate it, but I'm not sure it's much of the effort versus doing it. I think you should have a lot of credit for a lot of the things you do. I've looked up to you in a lot of things you do.
Yeah, whatever.
Especially your teaching and things.
You just have to be nice on the podcast too.
So, because I'd say if it needs saying, I'd say it.
Yeah, which is good. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
and I would love.
Yeah,
I'm all right at taking constructive criticism.
You just need to do it.
Yeah. So there's Tony's going off. For those that might not know you, shameless plug. How can they find you?
Alex Clapp Golf on everything.
On everything.
Everything's Alex Clapp Golf. Come find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, or X now.
Yep.
Excuse me, Mr. Musk. But X. But yeah, everything Alex Clapp Golf. And if you need, I'm always up for helping coaches, as you know.
You are phenomenal with your time, as evident with this little bit. So I like shooting from the hip. I was about to hit record, and I was like, okay, so the one thing that I really appreciate about your content stems probably from what I learned being around Bill Harmon through Tony, of course, who's an incredible instructor. And he went on a little bit of a tangent one time at a golf school, and he talked about how he sees swings as shapes, okay, and like motions.
Yeah.
Right? And I think, like, obviously, everybody in this room has a pretty good understanding of the technical pieces of the golf swing and maybe like what it should look like, as do a lot of recreational golfers, for that fact, that might not even be that good. Like, people love it.
Yeah.
They eat it up. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a job. But I think what I've seen with your instruction is it's very shape-based. It's not like super positional and the pieces connect together into like this one little bubble, which I think, I'm biased. I like that. You do a good job at that, and I think that's why you have some success. I don't know if you have to speak into that.
Yeah, so I draw a lot of inspiration from applying what the student needs and what's relevant at a relevant time. So very holistic. If somebody needs a sprinkling of Jackson Koert, I'll give them a little bit of sprinkling of Jackson Koert. If they need a little sprinkling of Tony, if they need a little sprinkling of Ganga, whatever a student needs at that given moment is what I like to put into their swing. Yes, we're all going to have bias and models that we like to work around, but essentially there's different parts of the game that a lot of that just goes out the window. It doesn't matter how biased we are towards certain pieces. You then need to look at the anatomy and how they can move their body and if they can move it in a certain way. And if they can't, your bias has to go completely out the window, and you have to then teach that person or coach that person. So how do you do it?
Yeah.
Do you do it through different methods? Do you do it through, well, if I give him a little bit, if he's hooking it, I'll give him a little bit of slice, or there's a lot of different methods that I would use to help that player, which is why I guess you can make swings look prettier aesthetically, I guess, but we need to understand that it's always about what happens to the ball.
Correct. Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, we can measure. I measure everything. I measure things on 3D. I measure things with quad. I measure things with wrist angles. But it's not about looking at these things and looking at red and green and seeing if red is good or red is bad, green is good. You need to know what applies to every single student.
Yeah.
Right, which is why, and that's why I really don't agree with. I spoke to somebody last night, and he said, you need to add. And he was speaking to a launch. I can't remember who he was speaking to. He was speaking to maybe a launch monitor company. He said, you need to add red and green. And I said, I don't like it. I don't like it. And he said, why? And I said, the problem is, no matter how much you try and convince a student that red doesn't necessarily mean bad for them, the state and the flow state that kind of triggers in their mind for, well, red's not right. It can't be right. So I don't like those parameters where they leave red and green.
Yeah.
You need to know what parameter works for which student. And that's when you look at the golf swing as shapes. What shape does this player need to apply to hit a certain shot? What piece do I need to add to that golf swing to make it appeal to the shot shape and their intention that they're trying to do? So
really good.
I'm just big into understanding the human's anatomy and giving them what they need at that certain time.
Yeah.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. Becoming the most valuable sports franchise in the world doesn't happen without risk. A man who's willing to bet it all, and the players ready to make their own luck. America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, is the story of the 1990s Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones's impact on NFL history. Featuring interviews with iconic 90s players and more. Watch America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, August 19th, only on Netflix.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
20 25. Trying to be better at introspection and polishing of myself. Like, these are always super motivating to me.
Yeah.
I'm around you, I'm around all these great players, coaches, excuse me, and there's some players in here. But, like, then I go back home and I kind of get stuck in the same rut.
Yeah.
When I leave and I go get motivated, I go back and get stuck in the same rut. So what are some of your ruts or challenges that you've got coming up?
So without going too much into that yet, I think the first thing to understand that when I look at overcoming ruts, I change one thing a month and make it a small habit that I'm going to change that month. Right? So
regarding coaching, that could be life, that could be
anything.
Okay.
Right? But if it's a rut and I need to get out of it, I basically choose one thing that I want to change that month, and I make sure I go down that path to changing it. So small habits built daily over a month, they're built for the next 12. I'll do another habit the next month.
That's really good.
So if I'm trying then to look at what I'm doing at the moment, I get very much into, I look too much at 3, 4, 5, 6 different things. I think that's great. I need to do that. That's great. I need to do that. And I know you're all like that as well. And that's why we obviously we resonate very well with each other. But I look at things and I see them and that's great. I need to dive into that. And I don't complete the individual task that I should do in the first place. And then I go away from what I like to do, which is building the small habits. I have 5 or 6 then massive projects. And I'm like, how do I complete them all?
Yeah.
And I can't complete them all. So then you make the priority list to completing them. And for me, it's just the current one that's nearing the top of my list is actually generating and gaining a lot better understanding of my work-life balance.
Ugh.
We all suffer with it very much. Very much. And, you know, I could sit.
I am the worst.
Yeah. I mean, I've got 31 lessons that I need to do online. And I'll wake up at 6 in the morning, have to do it for 4 hours before I go to the show. I'll go to the show and it'll finish at 5. And then I got another 30 that I need to do when I finish. So it's understanding that balance and how do I best use my time for family, for friends and things like that. So prioritization, I think, of things is one of my big struggles, but one that if you can make sure you build small habits towards a prioritization, they take care of themselves.
That's really good.
I've got a list of 50 things that I want to do on my phone, you know, in the Notes app on your phone, but I don't think I'm anywhere near completing number 1 yet. But I want to get on to number 20 because I think 20 is the next exciting thing. 20 is going to be the thing. I need to do that. Oh, AI? Yeah, I need to build my AI. No. Let me just build the first thing first. Let me get that done. Let me engage with leads that come in for lessons. Let me engage with students more. And, you know, you'll create a lot bigger business around yourself.
Yeah. Appreciate you sharing that. Really do.
Anytime.
I also think there's a great message for players in there. Getting good at the one thing.
Yep.
You know.
What's important right now?
100%. Yeah.
I have plenty of students online that I will say, right, love your golf swing. Here's your problem. This is the first thing you need to fix. Yeah. My analysis of their golf swing might be 3 minutes long. Just saying, right, this is where you're at, this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to do right now. So do that first.
Yeah, and then come back to me.
Oh, this isn't a 25-minute analysis of what I need to do with my whole golf game.
No.
This is you need to do this immediately. And once you've done it, tell me you've done it. Send me a video of you doing it to make sure I know you're doing it.
Yeah.
And then when we're at that stage, and that change becomes somewhat subconscious, let's do the next bit.
It's really good.
Seeing a golf swing and looking at, yes, I want this to go somewhere for the next 2 years, 3 years, but I'm going to have to just niggle at that bit, obviously dependent on the level as well. Yeah, just like pry at that bit a little bit.
That is a good word.
Just niggle at it a little bit. Just give it a little touch every now and then. Just do another, feel that a little bit more.
Got it.
You know, without being too intrusive to the player. again, reliant on the level, but it's very much what can I do right now to get my biggest bang for the buck? All right, what can I do right now that will get this player better immediately? Let me get the buy-in, and then let's take them on a journey. You know, why does a player come back to me after lesson 2 and say, lesson 5, lesson 6, lesson 8, and we're still doing the same thing? We've not done it yet.
Yeah.
So keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's why do we want to jump onto next pieces when this is the main piece that we need to fix?
Right. Yeah.
And you're only testing that in an environment that's on the range where they're controlled and they can hit 57 irons in a row.
Yeah.
Then you take them onto the practice screen and they might have a training aid that's helping them do it. And then once they get away from the training aid and that crutch is gone, they go on the course. Then they need to do it before they compete. And then when they compete, it's like all bets are off and it completely changes. And you're like, how do I make sure that what I'm doing right now translates to performance? And the only way I'm going to do that is if I give them little small bits over a longer period of time. And that's why, I'm ranting here, but that's why I have a big admiration for players that stay with coaches and believe in their philosophy over longer periods of time. Not ones that are looking for the magic pill. And the magic pill sometimes works if you go to a coach and they give you something and you fire the next week and you win. But the plan of what that might look like for a longer period of time, there is no plan.
Yep.
There's no plan attached to it.
Yep.
So that's really important to me.
That's good. Alex, appreciate your time, as
Anytime.
Always.
No, thanks for having me on, mate. I appreciate it, as always. And thank you for everything you do and help me with. And
I can't offer much, but it's a pleasure.
let's continue to build the relationship we've already got, bud.